Well, so let's talk about Aaron Burr, such as it all was going down. At this time, an aide de camp to a general who was trying to vie for General Washington's job. So there was already some back and forth. And this carried out into New York politics and the New York law because he was also a New York lawyer. And then he and Alexander Hamilton had cases against one another and some other things that were, let's just say, pitted themselves against each other in a problematic manner. And it built up and built up. And I know I'm simplifying things, but it built up. So evidently at some point in time, Alexander Hamilton was supposedly to have said in public, or at least publicly, that he thought that Aaron Burr was a son of a son of a son of a son of a and a son of a son of a son of a, and he's a fill in the blanks there. Well, this is the 1790s into early 1800s, where still you're talking about the different aristocracy and this and that, and you have a name to uphold, and it's all about your honor. And Aaron Burr you've insulted my honor, sir, and you better retract this or we'll have a duel. And
right.
Alexander Hamilton, who was his own, feeling his own notes, he's like, look, I don't remember what I said or how I said, so how can I retract what I don't remember saying? So just get over it. Aaron Burr said, kiss my ass. Hamilton said, no, you kiss my ass. Ultimately, they wound up the duel in 1803.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, Alexander Hamilton had a son who was shot and killed in a duel 2 years prior in 1801. Didn't stop Alexander Hamilton 2 years later saying, you know what, I already lost a son to this kind of thing, so, well, let's do this too. Because his honor couldn't be disrespected. Burr's honor couldn't be disrespected, blah, blah, blah. Depending on who you listen to and how the duel unfolded, supposedly Hamilton, when it was his turn or however it was, took his shot, either shot it in the air or well to the side, with the intent to basically keep his honor, but not having to, not to kill him. So he says, look, I'm keeping my honor, but I'm not here to do anything horrible, blah, blah, blah. Well, Aaron Burr just leveled his pistol.
Aaron Burr's like, no, I'm not
in the
having
left
that.
abdomen, and it took him 24 hours to die. And the next day, Alexander Hamilton's dead. I think at the age of 47, 49, something like that.
Yeah. Yep. 1804.
So 1804, I'm sorry. So in less than 50 years, here's a guy, war hero, uneducated, as Lou said, without any formal training. He teaches himself strategy, impresses on the battlefield, becomes aide de camp to General Washington, helps with the Constitution, helps have the nation ratify the Constitution with his efforts with the Federalist Papers, creates a bank, creates an abolitionist society, is pivotal in moving the country toward financial solvency and responsibility with the rule of law during his time as the first Secretary of the Treasury. That's a lot. And that's why he's number 4 on our list.
And I mean, it's just amazing where, again, when you look at it, and we've said this time and time again, when people say that, well, what do the founding fathers know? They were uneducated. They weren't they were just farmers. They were just this. They were just that.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely right. That's how they started. And look what they accomplished. That, by today's standards, they may not be educated. They may not have the degrees or the pedigree or anything of these other things. But, it's what you accomplish and what they did with themselves during that period of time, which stands out. And out of every one of them, that it really was Hamilton that came truly from nothing and built himself up and shaped this nation in so many different ways. In with through his war, as Rob said, through the war, through the Federalist Papers, through his work in politics, through his work in government, Secretary of Treasury. Number 4 is, if anything, that it was a close call for number 3, but at least for me. But that's where we are.
There you go.